Welcome to Zenzile Life, where we give you the tools to become a healthier, happier you. Today, Dr. Elisma van der Smit is going to continue talks about automatic negative thoughts or ANTs and how you can stop them. The focus today would be on mind reading. This type of thinker may assume the role of psychic and may think he or she knows what someone else thinks or feels, even though they haven't told you and you didn't even ask. We know that certain behaviors, words, and reactions can give us clues about what someone is thinking. For instance, when you tell someone something and his or her jaw drops, we automatically assume that the other person is surprised. This is a kind of mind reading that is helpful in interpersonal encounters and not an example of cognitive distortion. However, when we use it too much or without much evidence to go on, mind reading can be really problematic. This is really just bad guessing. This is when you decide in your mind what other people must be thinking without checking the facts, and then you act on that, quite probably incorrect, assumption. Examples of mind reading statements can include: my boss hates me. My colleagues don't respect me as the group leader. He must have thought I was stupid at the meeting. Suppose a friend passes you in the street and fails to say hello because he doesn't notice you. You might conclude, he is ignoring me, so he must not like me anymore. Or perhaps your spouse is unresponsive one evening because he or she was criticized at work and is still too upset to want to talk about it. Your heart sinks because of the way you interpret the silence. He or she is angry with me. What did I do wrong? These negative thoughts can become so pervasive that they cripple your interpersonal relationships and professional life. Mind reading, when unstopped, can lead to isolation because you have concluded that no one is ever going to be kind to you. The reality is, you simply cannot know what other people are thinking without them telling you. What should I do? First, identify what exactly it is that you predict the other person is thinking. Sometimes just writing down or saying the prediction out loud can help you see the holes in your logic and get you a little distance from an unhelpful thought. What are the costs and benefits of believing this thought? Although we usually don't think about thoughts in terms of cost and benefits, they all have costs and benefits. With mind reading, you may think that you are protecting yourself from some bad outcome or some kind of surprise. These would be benefits. Costs are things like increased anxiety, more self-consciousness, and ruminating. Now compare the potential benefits to the actual costs and ask yourself, would you want to buy these thoughts given their price? Examine evidence for and against your mind reading. What is the quality of the evidence that supports your mind reading? Use the STOP technique, STOPP. The STOP technique is cognitive behavioral therapy in a nutshell. Learn this one skill and you can start to take control of your emotions and your life. There are 5 stages you go through while working with mind reading. Stop, take a breath, observe, pull back, and practice what works. When we look at the first one, stop. In other words, just stop for a moment. No assuming, reasoning, or anything else. Just discontinue your thinking. Take a breath. Breathing is a great tool to fight anxious thoughts because you focus on your body and the present instead of generating negativity. Take 5 breaths. Inhale each of them for 15 seconds. Hold your breath also for 15 seconds and exhale. After the 5th breath, your mind will start to calm down. Observe. Now the time has come to notice your thoughts. Focus of attention and reactions. It will be also easier for you to recognize your sensation in your body. Pull back. Now you can try to find a different perspective of your mind reading. Here are some questions which you can ask yourself. Where is your focus of attention? What sensations do you notice in your body? What is the worst thing that can happen if they think of you this way? What would my best friend say to my thoughts? How important will this opinion be in 10 years' time? Practice what works. Now you can decide what kind of action to take, the action which works and which will eliminate your mind reading.